Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Maverick, can you hear me? All right. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Miko, the entrepreneur, founder of the Customers and Drivers Movement. And I am about to talk about leverage. Now, this is a redo. You may have seen these 3 videos last week, but I had to have a redo. So I'm redoing them. Okay, I want to get straight into it because I want to make sure I hit all my points and I want to stay on track because this is the most powerful video or live right now. This information is what's going to have these franchise corporate locations, food truck, food trailers, food cart, kiosks, tents, mom and pop shops, and ghost kitchens make final decisions of canceling their contracts with all delivery apps and becoming a shop and deliver merchant. Leverage. If you don't know what leverage is, I'm going to talk about this definition. It could be either financial and operating sense or combined. Leverage is negotiating power. You have negotiating power as a merchant on these delivery apps. You have the advantage or power in a situation, allowing them to influence or control others. That's what the definition says. You have a strong negotiating position. You have negotiating power. It's time to use it. The years you spent on each platform, whether it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub, or any other platform for your deliveries, just think about not just one platform that you give 10 to 35% to for every order. Think about 2 platforms. And then some people are on 3 platforms. That's 3 platforms of 10 to 35% per order. So if let's just do 10%. So 10% of every order, you have 10% with DoorDash, 10% with Uber Eats, and 10% with Grubhub. That's 30% total with 3 different delivery apps. I get it. You're probably nervous about change because you've been on these apps for so long. Think about it. You've probably been on these apps for 12 years. And that's all you know. I get it. But the numbers are not numbering. Like I told you in the other 2 videos, look at your numbers. Look at your numbers per month. Look at your numbers per month. If you've been on these apps for 12 years and you haven't became a $1 million business or even a $1 billion business, but they became $1 billion businesses, something is wrong with that picture. Excuse me. This is going to be the decision that you're going to have to make. Look, I'm about to give you 3 reasons why at this point you should make a final decision due to not only just having leverage, but being able to grow your brand, save your bottom line, and I'm telling you, increase those net profits. I don't want you to close as a restaurant because that's not fair to you. You shouldn't have to close your doors, especially when you're on these delivery apps that's supposed to help you increase visibility, which they probably did. Supposed to increase your orders, which they probably did, but they didn't increase your net profits. They did not help your bottom line. Now, because you have this leverage, it's time to take back what's yours. You have to realize the 5 years you've been on all the apps, 7 years, 10 years, that's valuable data on their end. They're not going to delete that data. So if you decided right now, like you haven't even heard the rest of what I had to say, and you said, you know what, we've been thinking about leaving the delivery apps, but we didn't know how to do it. Once you contact DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub and say, look, we've been on the apps for 5 years, and it's time for us to focus on our bottom line. We want to become a shop and deliver merchant moving forward. We're still partnering with you, but we're doing it a better way for our bottom line. And if they decide not to, because they're not going to willingly let you out of your contract, but you don't have to renew either. So keep that in mind. You have to just get together. You have to get together. You have to vote. I don't care what you have to do, but I'm telling you, moving forward, it's going to get worse. You think driver theft is bad with your orders? And then for the ones who are not having, it's like a one-off. Like you may experience it once in a while. And trust me, I'm not trying to speak that into existence, but it's happening. It's going to happen more. I'm sorry. And you shouldn't have to put your employees on front line to keep saying, can you confirm that order? Can you confirm that order? Because these drivers are aggressive. They're in a different mindset and they don't care about what you have to say. You can't ban them. Actually, DoorDash can't really do it. They can, but if they're fake accounts, they just go out and get another one. I'm telling you. All right, let me just get to it. 3 reasons why having leverage is important to making this final decision to save your bottom line and increase your net profits. This is where you, the restaurant owner, will make the final decisions to stop letting DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub control your business. I hope that this will be able to open your eyes, right? I want you to use your brand, use your years of service and community connections as leverage to build independence, keep your profits, and grow your business on your terms. If you had enough of losing money and control, this should be your turning point. Reason 1. You are the backbone of DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Let me say that again. You are the backbone of DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Because without you, they wouldn't exist. Remember, you had your restaurants first and then they came to you. Now, some of you started your restaurants after DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub, but still, they would not be a company if you didn't have your restaurant on their platforms. You bring the customers, you create the demand. You have years invested in their database. They would not delete that data. So if you call them or email them and say, hey, you know what, I want to cancel my contracts. Um, I don't want to renew my contract. I want to become a shop and deliver merchant. And if they say, well, unfortunately, you're stuck in this contract, I don't know what they're going to say. That's when you can use your years of leverage, your years of service, being on the platform or platforms. They're not going to delete that data. That's valuable data that they either sell or I don't know what they do with it. But I'm telling you, they're not going to delete that data. Now, I want you to not act like you need them. You don't need them. They need you. See, in the beginning, especially with ghost kitchens, because I was a ghost kitchen, and I have to keep saying that to remind people of what I'm talking about. So a lot of drivers out here, they disagree with me, and that's okay. But it's not a lot of drivers out here with a ghost kitchen or a restaurant on these platforms. Because if they were, they will be complaining and trying to help these restaurant owners like I am. So you're not going to get that. A lot of people are not going to talk about this. I'm probably the only one going to talk about this. I've been a merchant on both DoorDash and Uber Eats with my ghost kitchen. I know how it is to be a merchant. So I can relate. I can resonate with you. I understand. I may not be a corporate or franchise location, which in 5 years from my 5-year goal, I will be a franchise, a food franchise. But the point I'm making is I know how it is being a merchant on these platforms. I just want to say before I go to reason number 2, the reason why I started with cancel your contracts, because your signature is your power. Your restaurant is your power. Your years of service is your power. Leverage is your power. Reason number 2, you already have the model for independence. When you first started your restaurant, and I'm talking to the non-corporate and franchise locations, you probably had some type of delivery system. Now, of course, you had employee drivers, which that's why they approached you or you approached them and they worked with you because you got tired of paying the labor costs. I get it. I get it. The labor cost to train, the retain, to keep these drivers on. Then these apps came out, made it a little easier for drivers, and your drivers didn't stay because they were, paid by the hour. And then if it was slow, you wanted them to work in the kitchen or clean up, and they didn't want to do that because the apps were so easy for the drivers. Think about it. So you gave them all of your independence. You said, you know what? I'm frustrated. I'm fed up. I want you to take this off my hands. Take this off my hands. I don't want to deal with labor costs anymore. I don't want to deal with training drivers anymore. I don't care about paying the 10 to 35% per order. Take this off my hands. Until drivers start stealing orders. Then drivers will not come and pick up the orders because it was an upside down order, a long distance order, a low tip order, a no tip order. And then the orders will sit and expire. Or if they do get picked up at the last minute, they're going cold. They get to the customer. It's old. Then they go to whatever website or your website, because they don't go back to DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub. They go back to your website and put that negative comment. Now your star is decreased. I'm just saying. The shop and deliver model is your blueprint to operate on your own terms and receive full payment up front. No commission fees taken out. Let me say that again. This is under reason number 2. You already have the model for independence. The shop and deliver model is the blueprint to operate on your own terms and receive full payment up front. Excuse me. No commission fees taken out. This is the process. You know how customers place their orders directly with your website, app, or online ordering page, and you get the money up front? Even though you use DoorDash and Uber Eats, they pay that delivery fee. So that delivery fee covers, and that whatever tip they leave covers and goes straight to the driver. Now, with the shop and deliver model, they order through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. They place their order just like regular. Now that you're not a commission-based type of partner, you're now a shop and deliver merchant or partner. What happens is they place the order like regular. The order is sent to the driver, but now the driver has to place the order with the cashier when they get to the location. Just like when they have to shop for groceries or shop at a retailer like CVS, Walgreens, Home Depot, Lowe's, Five Below, Michael's. I can keep going, but I'll be all day. So, and then you get your money up front. So if they go through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, place their order like regular, the order is sent to the driver has to place the order, and they pay with the card that's given by DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. I'm not sure about Grubhub. I'm not on Grubhub. But they have to pay for it. In the comments, let me know if you are a driver of Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grubhub, and if you have a card for Grubhub. Is there a card for Grubhub? Let me know that in the comments below. And so when that happens, the merchant will get their 100% money up front, like 100%. No fees taken out, nothing. So if the driver, which they probably won't because they spent the time to stand in line to pay for the order, I highly doubt that they will steal the order. Now, who may still take the order after doing that will be the ones with the fake accounts, and still, you can't do anything about that. Again, it wouldn't matter because guess what? You got your money up front. You can still use DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub to partner with them. You can still partner with them. I'm just trying to help you save your bottom line and help you to partner a new and different way. You need to partner a new and different way so you can be able to get your money up front because things are about to change. You get to control how you get paid, which you get your money up front. The menu, which should be much less because guess what? You don't have to put 20 and 30 and 35% upcharge on your menu because now you're a shop and deliver merchant. That would be better for customers. I'm going to do more workshops on that. going to do more workshops on that. Now with leverage, you can fully walk away if you choose, because you built years in their databases. This is information they don't want to get out. And they're probably saying, Miko, why are you telling all these restaurants this? Because they deserve to know. I need to help them. I should have said it years ago when I was a ghost kitchen. I was a ghost kitchen 2020. And I was on the apps for less than a year. And then I went through my POS system because I was using Square, and they have a third-party delivery database in there. And I didn't use DoorDash. I used Uber Eats with Square. And it was great. I didn't pay no commissions, like at all. So if you have Square, and I mentioned that before in the other video, Square, Clover, Revel, and a few others, go into your third-party dashboard and see if you are able to send out orders and test it. Test it just to see how it is. Reason number 3, your brand, years of service on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub, and community are your greatest leverage. And yes, they're overlapping, the titles. They're overlapping. I did that on purpose because you probably heard it the first time. I want to make sure you hear it this time. And the third reason. Customers want you, not their app. Over the last few months, I've been telling every customer I see in every restaurant to place their orders directly with the restaurants because they need help, and you save on delivery fees. It's a better tip for the driver. You can use your perks, your points, and your rewards. Sometimes you get free delivery. Sometimes it depends on the merchant. Eventually, they will have their own 1099 delivery drivers, and I'm going to help them with that as well. Now, you have to build your loyalty by promoting customers to place their orders directly with you. You can't depend on the delivery apps doing it because they're going through the delivery apps, and that's the data that you need to get to your POS system. So you can have that data. So you'll know how many drivers to put on for the breakfast shift, for the lunch shift, for the dinner shift. I'm telling you. Merchants, I want you to start creating exclusive offers for your customers who order directly with your website, your app, or your online ordering page. Moving forward, stop, and I said this in the last video, stop using the DoorDash and Uber Eats, those stickers. Stop using those delivery stickers. Create your own stickers. On your stickers, you need to put either the website or a QR code of your app. You can do that, put that on the bag. So when the bag gets to the customer, they can see that they can order next time with you. If you cannot, I don't want to say afford, but if it's not in a budget right now for you to create a bag with the QR code already on there, whether it's paper or plastic, then create stickers. Even the stickers for the drink. I know some locations got away with that, gotten away with that. I'm sorry. Like they stopped ordering them. They don't really do the stickers anymore on the drinks. It's a lot of things has changed in their operating budget because these are expenses that they have to pay for. When your community of customers stand with you, you will never need to depend on DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub ever again. You will never have to depend on them. That's why the shop and deliver model is best for your business. Before I close, I just want to say this. If you're watching right now, whether you're watching it now or on replay, leave your comments below. Let me know what city you're in. Let me know which delivery apps you use for your orders. So if it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Grubhub, or any catering app, let me know that in the comments below. Share this information because they don't want this information to get out. YouTube keeps suppressing my views. It's weird because some people will come back to me and say, hey, I don't see your video. Where is it? And I'm like, it is up there. And lately, a lot of like goofy things been going on. I'm not going to allow no platform. I don't care who it is. I'm not getting paid on this. And I am monetized, but I get paid pennies. I don't make no money. I get paid literally pennies. So I'm telling you, I'm doing this to help other business owners. I'm trying to help you save your bottom line. And it's not going to be other drivers talking about this because, like I said, other drivers don't have a restaurant or a ghost kitchen on these platforms. So they're just a driver, pretty much. They just drive. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, because they're like, well, why is she, going against? I'm not going against. I'm trying to help the restaurants and the retailers. Well, the retailers and the grocery stores, they already been shop and deliver merchants. For Raising Cane's, that's your, I don't want to say that word. Raising Cane's is like your mentor. It's like your leader because they're the only major chain who is a shop and deliver merchant. They get their orders delivered by DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't know if they're on Grubhub. I don't think so. But I don't know. Let me know that in the comments. But they actually, I kid you not, $22 billion company. They are not a commission-based partner with these apps. And I know they're happy. You can do the same thing. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon members. I want to say thank you so much for being there with me since day one. It's not easy getting up here, talking on a platform to help other restaurant owners. This movement is going to be nationwide. It's going to be international. It's going to be global, and it's going to be worldwide. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people. Hi, Jenny. It's a lot of people who need help and don't know where to turn. And because of, and I hate to say this government shutdown, you have more drivers coming to the apps. You're going to have more drivers stealing orders because they're desperate. But if you decide and say, you know what? I'm going to be a shop and deliver merchant, not because Miko told me to, but right now it makes sense. It makes sense to my bottom line. It makes sense to increase my profits. I gave 5 years, 7 years, 12 years to these delivery apps, and I never been $1 million restaurant or $1 billion restaurant using these apps. How is it these companies became $1 billion companies? Off the backs of you, customers, and drivers. See, I was all three. I've been a customer, I've been a merchant, and I've been the driver the longest. I'm telling you what I know. And I get it. I'm not popular. I'm not well known. I'm not a celebrity. So you kind of discredit or dismiss what I'm saying. And there's a lot of other things that I know too, just like the 70% of catering orders that they're coming after Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Chewy's, Red Robin, Panera. Oh, they coming after you because they know how many catering orders come through your POS system. Oh, they want 70% under the new contracts, and they're gonna come for it and they're gonna ask for it. And hopefully by that time you cancel your contracts and you're a shop and deliver merchant. I hope that happens. Hey Hulk, thank you for stopping by. So I'm telling you, they want 70%. And it's other stuff that I know, but because I feel like people are not listening to me, that they think I'm just pulling stuff out of thin air, I'm just going to let it play out. Oh, it's some stuff coming out. It's going to come up. And then you're going to be like, wow, I did remember Miko saying that. Some YouTuber, she said something, but I didn't believe her because wasn't nobody else talking about it. So you know what? We ain't going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. All right. So in closing, restaurant owners, you played by DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub rules for so long. Now it's time to use your leverage, your power, your years of service in the database. It's time to use it. Your community of customers, it's time to use it. Your brand, your control. And make a decision that will change your future moving forward. Stop giving away your power to the platforms. You are the leverage. You are the business. You are the movement. I hope that you watched this live from beginning to end. And if you did, if you got this far, please leave me a comment. I guarantee you, I'll give it 6 months. And I'm not saying every merchant will get off the apps because it takes time. But on Wednesday, I'm going to do next steps. And I'm going to talk about the next steps of what corporate and franchise locations should be talking about. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you, chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please give this a thumbs up. If you're watching this on replay, give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment. If you don't do either, just share it. Just share this live with other restaurant owners that will benefit. They don't want this information out. Trust me. They don't. All right, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.